Hello. Welcome to our daily poetry gatekeeping briefing. If you will stand first for the poetic blessing before we begin. Poe, Longfellow, Tennyson, Shelley, Browning, Poe, Dylan, Thomas. Okay, everybody take your seats and we'll begin. Just bear with me. Welcome, fellow gatekeepers, to our daily keepers meeting. Please forgive that I'm dispensing with our usual prolonged greeting, but there is an urgent matter that we simply must discuss. The rise of so-called poets who are not a bit like us. Poe, Longfellow, Tennyson, Dylan, Thomas. As guardians of English, we cannot allow the tide of domestic, homegrown poets to sweep our standards aside. They say they are relatable, but I'm not so sure that relatable is not their latest word for amateur. Poe, Shelley, Dylan, Thomas, Tennyson, Browning, Shelley, Poe. They write in streams of consciousness without a formal scansion. They comment on the scenery but offer no expansion. Resorting to vulgarity, they talk like normal folk. I know it all sounds laughable, and I wish it were a joke. Tennyson, Browning, Poe, Shelley, Poe. But I have had a vision. Visions come to me at times of a world without us keepers keeping watch for para-rhymes. It was a world with no distinction twixt the artist and consumer, where spoken word and poetry slams consumed us like a tumour. A world without great metaphors, so dense they're gravitational, where poems are not necessarily educational. A world without great similes, 'twas like a glimpse of hell. Brothers, the darkness was complete, there is so much more to tell, but another vision is coming to me now. I foresee the coming of the one who'll end it all, who'll read out simple poems in his own dialectic drawl. A poet so familiar, you'd never think to knight it. A poem so relatable, anyone could write it. No, I'm all right, thank you. Shelley, Poe, Tennyson, Dylan, Thomas, Browning, Dylan, Thomas. As bleak as is this prophecy, we must not be shaken. The ground we've lost to hobbyists may never be retaken, but we'll be the final bastion, a flicker in the night. We must rage against the dying of the light. You saw what I did there? Yeah, he got it. He thought it was fine. Dylan Thomas. What is the point of being clever if you don't use words to show it? If you're not quoting philosophy just to prove you know it? If the common folk could understand, good heavens, they might read it. Read what was not meant for them. I, for one, will not concede it. The rise of social media has turned their brains to goo, has created this new poet who is not like me and you. So let us pull together, gather tight with righteous pride. For how can we be the in crowd if no one is outside? Poe, Longfellow, Tennyson, Browning, Shelley, Poe, Dylan, Thomas. Thank you. So now we'll go to questions. I believe there's a question from The Guardian first. We will start with The Guardian.